Salam Lord of Christ, Israel. This is the Wednesday night law class. This is ISSUPK Atlanta. I'm Police Officer of 50, Mawasar. And this is the Wednesday night law class. And tonight's topic is God's laws are not flawed. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to all the brothers. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Slakia. Yahweh Shamar El Tham. Yahweh Shai to all the sisters. Salakia for today. You know, I'm the pale man, the oppressor, because he's the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Who was reading for me? Okay, young man Brian, get me back to Matthew 5 and 18. Baba Kasha.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
Read that for me again from the top.
Count out of one con. The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 18. For verily I say unto you,
Stop.
till heaven.
Stop.
My bad. Real quick. Yo, man, I'm sorry. You hear me now?
Con, sir.
All right, con. Salam Lord of Christ. How you doing, young man?
I'm Tawab, sir. How about yourself?
I'm Tawab. Hey, young man Brian, drop that. Young man Abishai, can you read for me?
Con, sir.
All right, Thawada. Pick me up at Matthew 5:18 and 19.
Con, sir. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 18. For verily I say unto you.
Stop. For verily I say unto you. As I was saying earlier, before we had the delay, before the technical difficulties, verily, surely I say unto you. He's talking to you, Israel. The Most High Christ, they talking to you, the prophets, the priests, talking to you, verily, surely. Like I was saying before, it's written in concrete, it's in stone. It's written down in this book called the Bible, our law, statute, and commandments, right, given to us by the Most High. God gave us these laws to follow. Right. God gave us these laws, to keep us from sinning, to keep us from transgression. You love him, follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You got all these Christians talking about they love God, but they're not following the law, statute, and commandments. Get in this ISUPK and learn how to follow these law, statute, and commandments. You got something to say?
Shalaka, sir. I'm just agreeing with you. You right.
Oh, all right, Khan, no sweat. He said, verily, surely, I say unto you. Keep reading.
Come, sir. Till heaven and earth pass.
Stop right there. Till heaven and earth pass. Has heaven and earth passed?
No, sir.
It hasn't?
No, sir.
You want to break it down?
Come, sir. So it says, verily I say unto you. So the Most High is right here saying, you can bet your last dollar what he's saying is true. What this scripture is saying is true. Till heaven and earth pass. That means as long as the earth is still here, and as long as the heaven is still here. And then it says one jot, meaning one jot or one tittle, meaning every bit of the law shall in no wise pass from the law. So that means as long as you can see that, as long as the heaven and the earth is still in existence, the law is going to be in existence.
Right. Excellent. Go ahead, Napash.
Hey, call. I was saying about that. The earth is still here.
Right.
We still see this planet. But until, heaven and, laws to pass, you had so-called oppressors, put us in slavery.
Right.
And they think that, until a new planet gonna happen or asteroid gonna explode the planet.
Right.
No, it's gonna be World War III's coming. It's gonna be a new world. That means it's gonna be a new heaven. As long as we sit here every Monday through Saturday, with the law, statutes, commandments, we must follow. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna be here.
Right.
You're gonna walk through heaven. Heaven's a definition, meaning that in a good place or condition that you're in right now.
Right.
It ain't somewhere like you're gonna die and see some naked babies, you know what I'm saying, shooting little arrows with some wings.
Right.
Right.
Heaven means that the place and the condition that we in right now. In a condition that we in right now. We live and we speaking right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was Christ taught. You know what I'm saying? Your Christian pastor taught that you're gonna die. You do a lot of bad stuff, you're gonna die. You can go to a private place with a some red demon and pitchfork.
Exactly.
And they promoting that in their church right now. Like I said yesterday with Jamal Bryant. Eddie Long. They promote that right now. How you think you can go to a better place when you die? When you doing stuff bad like that?
Right.
That was going to start breaking down. It's just that the condition that we're living in right here on the planet Earth. As the World War III go on, the Earth still gonna be here.
Right.
Right.
But once we take over, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna see real heaven. Like the scripture said, the nation mourning because we're at the bottom.
Right.
Once we're on top, the other nation gonna rejoice.
Con.
Because the Most High has set us to be the special people on the earth, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Right.
That was right here following the law, statutes, commandments.
Right. Throw out for that.
The water to the one.
You know, hey, that excellent point. You know, because just like hell, it's a condition. And right now, all these other nations, hey, this is their heaven, especially the pale man. This is boy. He better enjoy this while he can, because it's almost over.
Right.
It's almost over for him. They already on the brink of World War III, if not already in World War III.
Right.
All right, where we left off at?
Salaki Adawan, that would be we still in Matthew.
At the end of 18, right?
Come on, sir.
All right, go ahead, read.
Come on, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
Stop right there. Whosoever therefore shall break one of the least of these commandments. What's the least of the commandments? Anybody on the conference call? What's one least commandment? I'll go with shrimp. Eating shrimp. Go ahead.
Eating pork as in swine.
Con. Pork, swine, shrimp. What else? Go ahead.
Wearing the clothes that were assigned to you.
Con, exactly.
Like male clothes and women's clothes.
Right. Men wearing women's clothes, women wearing men's clothes. Young man Abishai. What's another least commandment?
Salaki Adawan, if I may. shoot, not showing up to the holy days, not keeping the holy days, or
Khan, because we was commanded to keep the Passover.
the Passover.
Khan. Officer in the Posh, you got something?
Oh yeah. And you the precept forgive your brother 70 times 7. Like your boy Hoshai from IURC.
Right.
He didn't, what I'm saying? He didn't forgive his brother.
Right.
Because I don't know, he got pistol whipped, got caught with a weapon or something. He got knocked out, got beat up, arm got messed up. Guess what that brother did? Titus did. He still forgave his brother.
Right. And what you're supposed to do, not forgiving your brother.
God.
Whatever alt you have with your brother, hey, forgive your brother. It's not that serious to beat down and commit an offense against your brother physically.
God, sir.
It's not worth it.
That's right.
Go ahead, sir.
If I may, Gentleman Abishai, can I get Leviticus 19:18? What you bringing out right now, Awesome, it's so heavy that people fail to realize that they gotta not be so quick to jump on your brother, to fight your brother, to want to kill your brother. The Bible tells us many different things other than, jumping on being violent towards our brother. We're not supposed to hold any grudges against our brother. We're supposed to go and take vengeance against our brother. No matter what our brother have done or said, we're supposed to act in a certain way. Go ahead and read that, Officer.
Come on, sir. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, and verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge.
Stop right there. It says, thou shalt not avenge or bear any grudge. What Officer Paul started bringing out, and what Napash Kaya brought out about Hosea, what I'm talking about, that's a brother bearing a grudge and having vengeance in his heart toward his brother.
Right.
Keep going, Officer.
Come on, sir. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
He went against his children. He went against his brethren because he got in his emotions, his feelings. Keep going.
Come on, sir. But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Keep going.
I am the Lord.
The Lord said you're supposed to love your brother as yourself. The same way you love yourself, you're supposed to love your brother. And that's the whole thing about the law. If you love your brother the same way you love yourself, and you love the Most High, you don't have no problem keeping these laws.
Excellent. The water for that. Get up, priest of hand. Yahweh die. Precept King. Hey, the water for that. And that is so true.
Yes.
Because come on, man. How serious is it that you gotta go and beat your brother down, and then he want to make peace with you? He's trying to make peace with you, and you still want to beat this man up. I mean, come on. I don't know what to say about that one. That one right there, boy. You really hate your brother that much? Apparently so. I'm gonna answer my own question. Apparently so. You hate him that much and hold a grudge against him that much and wanted that much vengeance against your brother for whatever he did or didn't do. That's boy. Come on, man. Yahweh just brought it out. He said, I am the Lord. I command you this.
That's right.
Young man Abishai.
Come on, sir.
Pick me back up where we left off at on what was it, 19?
Come on, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 19. Let's get back there real quick. Come on, sir. Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
Right. One of these least commandments. Can anybody name any more of the least commandments on a conference call? Anybody? Salakia.
Salakia, I got one if I may.
Go ahead.
Shoot. land with mankind as if that is womankind.
Right. That's a straight abomination right there. That's a very violent and vile act.
Common concert.
You know, you got something to posh. You got something else.
Oh, a man, sleeping with another, well, a woman sleeping with another man's wife. They'll have an IRC. Don't
Right.
get passed around.
Oh man.
That incident happened because you know they
Ooh-wee.
pass it around. It's just like about three of us sitting here right now.
Right.
We drinking. You know what I'm saying? We talking about, you know, okay. We drinking, you know what I'm saying? We having a good rapport with each other.
Right.
And we know that woman, know that man got a woman, his wife.
Right.
But if they according to them, it was just a marriage paper or being a girlfriend.
Right.
So so he got three brothers. You know what I'm saying? One of the other brothers slept with his wife.
Right.
And Hoshaya want a piece of that. And she didn't like it some way. And he saw that shit.
Right.
Across the street at the movie theater. And he want him to lie to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, you got to follow these laws, statutes, commandments, because you got to be love your neighbor as yourself.
Right.
That's right.
Hoshea did not that they did over his lust. Because of another man's wife that somebody already slept with.
Right.
Y'all was partying and drinking with each other and telling all that stuff off.
Right. And see, understand these laws are put in place to prevent us from getting diseases also. Because you can spread, that's how you spread diseases. That's how you got AIDS, syphilis, HIV, monkeypox, all that. I mean, come on, man. The Most High is not playing with these laws.
That's
I
right.
mean, he already said, do not covet another man's woman. Do not commit adultery.
Right.
Hold your peace for a second, young man Abishai. You know, the Most High, he put these laws to keep us safe, to keep us from destroying ourselves, because that's what we do. That's all we're doing. When you're breaking these laws, you running around mad because another man's wife don't want to sleep with you, and you're passing your women around. I mean, come on, how more disgusting and nasty can you be? I mean, you might as well just have an orgy up in that bad boy, up in that piece, because that's all you're doing anyway. Y'all got to be the most filthy, disgustingest cats. Boy. Go ahead, young man Abishai, you had something?
No, sir.
All right, Khan. Anybody on the conference call?
Shabbat you, sir.
Go ahead.
Kind of want to con. How about you, man? Shabbat young man Paul checking in.
Y'all about Shem Yahshua Barakatah. All right, how you doing?
Here's in 2 about a 1.
All right. You know the drill. Put your phone on mute. You got a question or comment, you know, you can go ahead and chime in. Take your phone off mute and chime in whenever you're ready. But Khan, but yeah, getting back to this, go ahead and read.
Come, sir. Book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 19. Again, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so.
Stop right there. And shall teach men so. Who teaches men to break these commandments? Christian. Go ahead.
Christian pastor.
Khan, exactly. You got the Christian pastors. You got your imams. You know, teaching, hey, we're Muslims. You know, to turn away from these doctrines, from these all statute commandments. trying to get us to be Muslims, trying to solely convince us that we're Africans or Arabs and that we should be Muslims. You know, you got these Christian pastors. You know, they doing the same thing that IUIC do. They ain't no better. Passing women around, sleeping with every man's woman. You know, the Christian pastors, you know, they want man booty. They don't just want your wife, they want your man too and your kids. You know? And that's what they're doing. They're teaching you to break these laws. What's the first thing a Christian say? Oh, laws are done away with.
Right.
The laws are no more, except for the law of tithes, boy. You know, unless it's convenient for you. If it's not convenient for you, then hey, you know, they don't exist, which is a straight up lie. You know, and the Christian pastors, man, they are so wicked, filthy, and disgusting. They'll have you talk all this, oh, God, this, that, and the third, knowing that you should not be knowing that you should not be breaking the laws. And what's the first thing they do after church? They want to take you downstairs, feed you breakfast. The main thing out of the menu is pork.
That's right.
Ham, bacon, and all that crap. Salaki had a conference call. Anybody got any comments, questions?
Sir.
Khan, go ahead. You good?
What's up, sir?
Go ahead.
Fuck you, sir. I was just saying I was swamped.
Oh, okay. Khan. No sweat. All right. You know, because this is the book of the commandments. This is the book that the Most High gave us. To follow these all statute commandments so that we will not fall, so that we will not be in this predicament anymore, being in this kingdom, this wicked kingdom. You know, man's laws are so flawed and so jacked up, it'll allow Kiki Palmer's and Janelle, and what's her name? Janelle Monáe, to be whores and to teach your women to be that, and to teach your daughters, like Slocky, to teach your daughters that. You got who else? Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, you know, and then you got all these other women running around thinking that's okay, oh, live your best life and all this, and you know, I'm gonna have fun. Like, no. When Christ returns, you might as well just get in this school, learn these law, statute, commandments, because in the future you're gonna have to do it. What you gonna do? You think you're gonna be able to do what you do now when Christ returns? When we get in the kingdom, oh no. You might as well hang all that up. You was not going to have Esau, Arabs, or no other laws to protect you. You're going to have to do what the Most High tells you to do. You got all these priests. Go ahead.
You know, out of one, I was thinking, if Russell, what's his name, the football player?
Russell Wilson.
What if he wouldn't allow his wife to come out like that a couple months ago? Would she have came out? I wonder.
Right. She probably still would have.
Probably so in this wicked society.
Right. She probably would have. Her mindset probably still would have been like, yeah, hey, I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know, can't no man tell me what to do. My husband, he knows better. You know, that's a good question. Who knows?
Con, sir.
But she, I think she probably still would have.
Probably so. Con out of one con.
But yeah, you know, I mean, then you got cats that just regular out on the street, you know, that'll say, "Oh man, you know they think they know the Bible," and try to tell you, and then you want to have a little discussion, and especially them cats that get high, they really think they got them. Oh man, look, the Bible such and such, this, that, and the third. Man, if you don't shut your high, if you don't shut your high butt up, man, because that weed does not make you super smart. It does not increase your intelligence. That you think it does, but it doesn't. I know, I've been there, done that. And one thing I learned about weed smokers, they have some of the stupidest conversations. And one of the stupidest conversations, you go back and forth asking each other, "Are you high?" How more simple-minded can you be? And then you laughing and joking like that's cool. Like, yeah, man, I'm so man. I'm high. But anywho, getting back to these scriptures. But yeah, you got all types of cats and all types of walks of life that'll try to teach you less. Go ahead. Y'all about to me how you doing, Adawan? All right, Khan, I got you down. 12. You got anything to add?
Oh, not lying.
All right, Khan. I got you down. I'll get you down, priest. But yeah, we're getting back to these scriptures. Young man Abishai.
Come, sir.
Go ahead, continue for me.
Come, sir. He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Stop right there. He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. And what's the least in the kingdom of heaven? The least of the kingdom of heaven. When we get into our own kingdom, that'll be our heaven. Since you teaching your people to break the law, statute, commandments, telling them, hey, the laws are done away with, and God loves the sinner and hates the sin, and all that crap like that. All that Christianity and Muslims and Kemet and all that crap like that. Hey, they get in the kingdom. Hey, look, they might up being a janitor. What do you call that? Lawn care and all that. A street sweeper, grave diggers and all that. And the high and mighty. You got all these cats running around. All these athletes, entertainers, actors, actresses, singers, rappers. They high and mighty right now. But hey, get in that kingdom, hey, they're gonna be serving you. Hey, they're not gonna be so high and mighty. They're not gonna be in that position, rich millionaires and all that. Look, you got all these cats running around talking about they got all these charities. Where are these charities at? That you got all these charities that you claim that you give it to and that you started. Where are they at in the hood? The Most High, hey, he wants you to take care of your people, help your people.
Right.
He said, charge the rich. Anybody got anything to add? Any comments on a conference call? Online?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead. All right, Shalom, Lord of Christ.
Shalom, Lord of Christ, Adawan.
How you doing?
Checking in for class, sir. Y'all about Shemi Ashabrakta.
Y'all about Shemi Ashabrakta. I got you down.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem Barak Tha.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Tha.
All right. Young man Abishai.
Come sir.
All right, finish that up for me.
Come sir. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Who's doing the laws? And who's teaching us to follow these laws, statute, commandments? You know, you got the great men above us. You know, you got the generals, captains. You know, you got 5,000s, 1,000s. You know, you got all these great priests and prophets right here in the ISUPK. You know, they don't just teach, but they're doing the laws themselves. You know, these men are going to be great in the kingdom of heaven. Hey, and it's well deserved. All the hard work they put in, you know, hey, you look at Commander General Yohana, hey, he was there from Jump Street. You know, he learned from a young man. Hey, he never dropped his sword. No, he brought his sword back wet plenty of times. You know, give a matter of fact to General Yohana and all generals. You know, well deserved. So water for the hey, look. So water, Most High in Christ for Commander General Yohana, and for all the generals and the captains. You know, all the men above us that came before us, that stood by Commanding General Yohana. You know, they didn't drop their swords. You know, I commend these men. You know, they deserve to be great in the kingdom. You know, without whom none of us would be sitting here. None of us would be giving life into our bodies. You know, we still be the walking dead. You know, without these law, statute, commandments, man, ain't no telling where I might be right now. You know, probably dead somewhere. Probably still a junkie. You know, hey, man, Most High in Christ for Commanding General Yohana. Okay. You know, these men is, you know, it's a very, all the accolades that they get, they're very well deserved. You know, these men, hey, you know, they never dropped their sword. You know, brought it back wet plenty of times. You know, hey, taught us these law, statute, commandments. All you gotta do is follow them. They're easy. God already said, hey, my laws, you know, they're not grievous.
That's right.
All right, young man Abishai.
Come on, sir.
Drop that. And give me, because, you know, without these laws, Slovakia, but without these laws, you know, hey, because, you know, you see they are already out here, you know, all these other nations, they are already out here looking for our heads. You know, they already out here, Slovakia. You know, they out here, you know, they want to see us destroyed. They don't want to see us built up. They don't want to see us come together.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You know, and you know, they took our Bible and tried to use it against us. But that Bible is not for them. He didn't come to them with the law, statute, commandments. Matter of fact, give me Psalms 147 and 19.
Come on, sir. The book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
Stop right there. He showed who is Jacob. He shows his word unto Jacob. Who is Jacob?
Slovakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Jacob is the father of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right. You know, he shewed it unto Jacob because, you know, Jacob became Israel. And down the line, the law, statute, commandments was being taught from us from the beginning of the Bible, even up to Jacob, who became Israel. And even today, we're still being shown this word. With these law, statute, commandments are still being given to us because we're his descendants, all 12 tribes. You got the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Right.
Read.
Come. His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Stop right there. Right. Unto Israel only.
Right.
So we're going to be, hey, look, we got to teach these other nations because these other nations, boy, they got us doing all types of, wickedness. They got us being homosexuals. They got us being whores, our women being whores. Well, even our men too. So,
Right.
Drugs, abortions, everything that's against the Most High, that's against these law, statute, commandments, that's what we're doing.
That's right.
And according to man and according to his laws, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. It feels good. Do it. Hey, this is supposed to be the land of opportunity. What they say, freedom of this, that, and the third. But the freedom that they give you is wicked freedom. It's
Right.
not real freedom. And the freedom that they give you, hey, murder, being drug addicts, hating your brother.
So like the other one.
Go ahead.
How they said it's basically freedom to hang yourself.
Right. I like that. Excellent. And yeah, that is so true. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're hanging ourselves by not following these law, statute, commandments, not listening to the men above us, not getting into this ISUPK and learning the truth about this Bible. We are hanging ourselves.
Come.
These man's laws is not good, and they are so flawed. They are. Show me one flaw in God's law. Show me where God is wrong about the laws that he gave us. Show me where it's wicked to follow these law, statute, commandments. Can anybody show me that? Conference call. Anybody got any comments? Questions, comments? All right. Continue.
Come, sir. Verse 19 of Psalms, chapter 147. He has not dealt so with any nation.
Stop right there. Right. He has not dealt so with any other nation. He didn't give these law, statute, commandments to these other nations. That's why it's easy for these other nations to get away with breaking laws. Because, see, if you follow these law, statute, commandments given to us in the Bible, you will not break any of man's laws.
That's right.
Because the path that the Most High gave us with his laws is so straight and narrow. I mean, it's so easy. If it'll keep you from breaking his law. It'll keep you from sinning. It'll keep you from getting a disease. It'll keep you from dying. It'll keep us out of slavery. I know that much.
Come.
Because in ISUBK, we're free men up in here.
Damn right.
Hey, we ain't got to worry about all that stepping out. You know, are we gonna be robbed? Somebody gonna try to mess with our women, and you know, our women gonna go for it because they know, according to these law, statute, commandments. Hey, look, they know they're not supposed to deal with no other man but their husband.
That's right.
You know, the men up in here, we know that we not to steal, rob, kill, murder, sell drugs to our people.
Slovakia.
Go ahead.
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah.
Yeah.
Konfiyad.
Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ, Adawan. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. How you doing, sir?
Hey, look, I'm Tawab. I'm glad to be alive and with my brother.
All right, Khan. I got you down, sir. You got any comments, questions, anything?
Absolutely, I got a comment. Absolutely. You know, this is a heavy topic, heavy class. Won't be long-winded. I'll just say this. The law, statutes, and commandments, if you look at it, what is it? Psalms 19 and 7?
Khan.
It's the law of the Lord. The law of the Lord is perfect. And when you think about the plight of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man and woman, they've tried Buddhism, they've tried Catholicism, they've tried Christianity, they've tried voting, they've tried drugs, they've tried drinking. They have done every single thing that they can to find some sort of peace, some sort of refuge in this hell that we're in. But now it is high time for them to try these laws, statutes, and commandments. So this is an excellent topic because they have nowhere else to go. The only way you can turn to is to this truth and to the law, because the Lord said His law is perfect. That's all I want to say.
Hey, it's the water for that. You know, hey, and you know what? You are so right. These laws are so perfect. You know, and for Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you know, hey, look, we get in here, get in this ICPK, and learn these laws, statute, commandments, and follow them. You know, hey, we could be up here so quick. You know, Christ could have been returned. We could have been up out of here. You know, hey, the water for that, Adawan.
Most high in Christ, boy.
You know, hey, that's man, I like that. You know, and right. But yeah, you know, the Most High, hey, look, He is not slack with His punishments.
Right.
You got something to say?
No, sir.
Oh, Con, I thought you had said something. All right, no sweat. All right, continue reading.
Come, sir. Verse 20. He has
Con. Slakia, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Abishai. Young man Abishai. Go ahead.
Go ahead, read.
Con,
sir. Book of Psalms 147 and verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Right. Stop right there. Right. He has not dealt so with any other nations. They have his judgments. They don't know his judgments. But guess who do? The 12 tribes of Israel do. ISCPK do. Under Commanding General Yohana, hey, look, we learning these law, statute, commandments. You know, we are not stopping until every man, woman, and child in the nation of Israel is up in here. And we ain't going to stop till Christ returns. You know, hey, that's our job. That's our duty. You know, to get up in here, teach our people. You know, because, you know, you want to follow and go by man's laws. Hey, look what man's laws, look where it has gotten us. It has gotten us drugs, diseases, once again. And I'm going to keep stressing this because this is highly important that we get in here, that we learn these laws, statutes, and commandments, that we stop breaking them. You know, it has gotten us nothing but destruction. Slavery. You know, we should not even be in slavery. And being in this slavery, we should have been up out of here. But we got to stop being hard-headed. You know, these law, statute, commandments is for us. We're supposed to be the light of the world, man. We're supposed to be the lamp, you know, and that's what these law, statute, commandments are. They're light. They're the lamp. Matter of fact, drop that young man Abishai.
Come, sir.
Hey, drop that. Give me Proverbs 6:23.
Come, sir. The book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instructions are the way of life.
Right. Read that for me again.
Come. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light.
Right there.
Come.
For the commandment is a lamp. And what does a lamp do?
It lights up your path.
Right. You know, that's the path for us. The commandments is a lamp. It's a light for us to follow.
Come.
You know, it hasn't steered us wrong yet. I know not up in here, it hasn't. Not up in the ISUPK, it hasn't steered us wrong. You know, it's been our light. And us following that light, you know, hey, look, we ain't been having no problems like that. You know, the Most High will test us, though, to see if we about that life.
Right.
You know, you just got to fight through them demons, man. And, hey, look, slay them bad boys. You know, when they come up against you, hey, you know, be that light. Turn towards your light. You know, hey, you know, get that counseling. And see, that's the problem with a lot of these women. You know, they want a divorce and they want to think they can do what they want to do. And, you know, the Kiki Palmers of the world, you know, the Janelle Monáes, you know, women like that, you know, they don't want their daughters, you know, they say they don't want their daughters seeing all that and growing up in this wickedness and doing what they doing. But yet, you know, you want to push it on our daughters. Go ahead, Adawan.
So like what you just said is so heavy when you say they don't want their daughters to do what they're doing.
Right.
Yes, they do. Because if they truly didn't want their daughters to act the way that they're acting right now, they wouldn't do it at all.
Right.
Ooh, right. Hello. Give that brother a hand. Give that one Most High in Christ. Exactly. And you know, because they would be a better example for their daughters. You know, they wouldn't you know, they were like, hey, baby, no, that's wrong. You know, hey, be a lady. You know, they would teach their daughters to grow up to be ladies, to be ladylike. Go ahead, sir.
Oh yeah, what you just said is heavy again. They can't be a lady because Steve Harvey told him to act like a woman. Think like a man.
Right, come.
And then the purple preacher over there in Texas, over there in Dallas, T.D. Jakes, he said, "Woman, thou art loose." So it ain't whatever they say they don't want for their children. They learned it from homosexual men and adulterous men who don't know how to run their own households.
Right. That's a heavy point. Exactly. Because you look at that's all the Christian church is filled with. And Steve Harvey's a big time Christian. We all know that. We know Steve Harvey's a straight Christian. Big time. T.D. Jakes, well, yeah, we already know about him. That filthy, disgusting, oh man, pork chops, sloppy, greasy, filthy, disgusting. Laws are done away with. You know, I'm gonna show my people the wrong way, teach them to err, to error. I'm not gonna show them the error of their ways, you know. And y'all gotta get your households together, man. Control them, man. Don't let your woman do what she want to do.
That's right.
I mean, I know, hey, look, sisters, I love y'all, but y'all got to stop being Black Lagoon demons.
That's
Right.
For real. Stop being Black Lagoon demons. Because ain't no way Kiki Palmer should have been all up on Usher the way she did. And like, and then, and all you women, a majority of you, you act like that was okay.
That's right.
Reverse, that is true. Y'all would tell, oh, if it was her husband, oh, she needs to divorce him. But y'all think it's okay. Nah. Ain't no double-edged sword. Stop being creatures. Stop being Black Lagoon demons. Young man Abishai, go ahead and read.
Come, sir. Salaki Adawan,
Go ahead.
if I may, back in the day, they when we didn't have electricity, we had those lamps.
Right.
And you light that lamp as long as you had your oil, and you hold that lamp up. Right. You can walk you can walk at nighttime in a world of darkness.
Right.
And as long as you hold that lamp up, you can walk, and you want to, and you see the way to go, and you won't have to worry about falling in the ditch.
Exactly.
So when we go back to like you bring it out, what's so heavy, Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23. It says, for the commandment is a lamp.
Right.
And the law is light.
All right.
And reproofs of instructions are the way of life.
Exactly. And this is that Bible, and good point. I like that. That was heavy. Because that's exactly what the Bible is. That's what these law, statute, commandments are. They are light to keep us from walking in darkness, to keep us alive, to keep us from stumbling in the dark. The Bible right here, these law, statute, commandments, that light, that brightness of that light, hey, we don't have to worry about our children growing up in wickedness. We could teach them these law, statute, commandments, to prevent them from growing up to be Kiki Palmers and T.D. Jakes and Steve Harvey. Our children don't have to grow up to be like them. They don't have to be wicked. And that's what this Bible is for. That's what God gave us these law, statute, commandments for. And they are not slack.
Come.
But it's a light, get us out of this darkness.
Come.
And right now, there's still a lot of us in the dark.
Come.
We still in the dark. They trying to find their way, and we're here to show them that way. Because as long as we got this Bible, we got a light to light our path where we ain't got to stumble.
Come.
We ain't got to search and keep searching for this, that, and the third. All these different wicked doctrines, all these Kemet and all that, looking for the Book of the Dead and all that crap like that. That's not what we need. What we need is this Bible. And all those that dispute this and tell them about the Bible contradicts itself, the Bible don't contradict itself. You just don't understand it.
That's right.
Or somebody that taught you don't know nothing about the Bible. Go ahead, sir.
That's right. You're right, Adawan. Go ahead. Salakia, sir.
What you just said is so heavy. It's not that they don't understand the law. They don't want to be held accountable for doing what God say do. It's easier to be a damn slut, than it is to be a righteous woman in the world.
Right. I like that. That was heavy. Heavy point. And it's easy to do wickedness. You didn't do wickedness, that's easy to to not have to fight every day to keep these law, statute, commandments, to not break the laws. Anybody can do wicked, but everybody can't, try to do right.
And Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Salakia.
Oh, oh, hold on, Slakia. Rob, hold on for 1 second.
Kanawakan.
All right, go ahead.
The water, officer, if I may, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It's a real heavy point. Or Salakia, Yahweh Shem Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? It's Officer Zori Allah checking in.
Yahweh Shem Shabbat. All right, I got you down, sir.
Erica, real heavy class, real heavy topic, you know what I'm saying? These devils, they just, they don't give a damn about us.
Right.
They'll just give us a little trinkets, some beer and wine. What do you call it? Bread and circus. And we take it in. We think they love us, and before you know it, we on the auction block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We let the cow that's getting led into the slaughterhouse, thinking that the master love us, but we don't know. He just loves the meat. So lock you.
Right, the water for that. That's a good point. Trooper Rob, you have something?
Kanawakan, Salakia, sir. If I may, I wanted to piggyback off of what Officer Yawadai was saying in terms of how they want to be sluts. It's easier for them to do that, and the Christian church just teaches them to ask for forgiveness.
Right.
And they can continue. It's easier for them to ask for forgiveness than it is to actually change your life. They'll say things like, I'm asking for forgiveness knowing I'm a sin again, but God gonna forgive me anyway.
Right.
Because he know their heart. And it's true though, he know their heart is wicked. He know that they want to stay in that wicked way. Salakia, sir.
No, you good. Excellent point. You and Azariah, you made some excellent points. And part of that, as Azariah said, hey, look, give them some wine, give them some drink, this, that, and the third, next thing you know, you're on the auction block, hey, look, and it's like our women, you still want to continue that, even though you don't have to, and these laws are put in place to keep you, to keep you righteous, and you don't want to fight your demons, just as Rob said, hey, the water for that, because, hey, that's a good point. It is easier for you not to fight. Well, make it, that's what you call an excuse.
Right.
That's a straight excuse. God knows my heart, even though you still, you still gonna go out and do wicked, but God knows your heart. Nah.
Right.
Because he knows you still gonna do wicked. So these law, statute, commandments, you got to understand. In your wickedness, it also comes punishment.
Right.
That's what that judgment is. That judgment is punishment. Hey, look, you think that you're doing something and you getting away with it and you ain't gonna get caught. How many cats is locked up right now for breaking the law, statute, commandments of the Most High? For breaking God's law, how many cats right now is locked up in prison? How many women have died of AIDS from being whores, from being sluts? And how many men have caught AIDS from sleeping with these women? And don't forget, when you do drugs, when you sharing that crack pipe and you sharing that blunt, you can catch that same disease that next man got, and you don't know if that man got a disease or not. Don't forget about that. Because, the Most High, part of his laws is, hey, he don't want us smoking. He don't want us putting nothing in our bodies to hurt his temple. Our bodies is his temple.
Right.
We're not supposed to make marks. He got laws about, we're not supposed to mark ourselves, tattoos and all that. Hey, Most High in Christ, for ISUPK and for Commanding General Yohana ISUPK, boy. Because man, they single-handedly have saved Israel and continue to save Israel to this day.
Come.
Young man Abishai,
Come, sir.
go ahead and finish that up for me.
Come, sir. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
Right.
And if I may add one real quick,
Go ahead.
I'll bring out Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1.
You know what? I think I got that down. I think you got ahead of me there, brother.
Salakia, sir.
No, you good. You good. Go ahead. Bring it out.
Come, sir. This is the book of the commandment of God, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Right. You want to break that down? Anybody? Anybody on conference call? Go ahead, young man Abishai. You want to break that down for us?
I'll give it a shot at one.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is the book of the commandments of God. Okay, so we know that in the Bible, these are the 12 tribes of Israel's our basic our laws that we live by, that we govern ourselves by. Okay. And the law that endureth forever, meaning, our laws, they're never going to go away. Christ didn't come to do away with the law. The law is still in effect. We still required to keep the law. Okay.
Right.
The law that endureth forever. And it says, all they that keep it shall come to life. So everybody, all of us that keep the law, we shall come to life. We shall live. We don't have to worry about dying, those dishonorable deaths that brothers and sisters that's not in the truth, that they die, that they experience, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to worry about, catching all of those, those sexual diseases, you know what I'm saying? Because we keep the law, you know what I'm saying? The law, it governs us, you know what I'm saying? It keeps us, it keeps us, it protects us, like you were bringing out earlier in Proverbs chapter 6. It's a light, it's a lamp. It keeps us from stumbling, like you were saying.
Right.
And it says, all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. So
right.
You don't have that lamp, that law. You're not keeping the law. You're not practicing the law. You basically walking around without light. And anybody just walking in, we're just walking in darkness, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall in the ditch. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? The Most High is gonna judge you. So I yield at one.
Khan, excellent. Thawada for that. And and you're right. This is the book of the commandments. This book has endured from the beginning of time. And it's still gonna endure. It's still and it's still here. This book is never gonna leave. This book is gonna always be here. These law, statute, commandments, we're gonna have to always follow them from generation to generation.
Okay.
Throughout our lives, throughout the generations, 2-3 generations after us. This is that book. And when you do leave it, you will die. Both mentally, physically, you will die. Because once you stop following these laws, statute, commandments, that punishment comes. Death. A dishonorable death for most. Does anybody got any comments? Anybody want to expound on that? On the conference call? Trooper Rahive? Got anything to add?
Sir.
All right, Khan, no sweat.
I think that was well
Anybody
broken
else?
down, sir.
Khan, the water. Excellent job. Anybody on the conference call? Any comments? Questions? Go ahead.
That's like I had to say live, bro.
Oh, Khan. No sweat. All right, young man Abishai.
Con, sir.
Hey, read that again from the top.
Con, sir. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God.
Stop right there. This is the book of the commandments of God. You know, he's commanding you, hey, look, this is what I want you to do. This is what I don't want you to do. He's in charge of us. You got something to add, Napash?
All right, like I say, every Monday through Saturday, 7 p.m., 9 p.m.
Right.
Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Right.
You got to follow your law, statutes, commandments.
Right.
But Monday, you know what I'm saying, you have a history on something. The Christian pastor don't tell you history or nothing. They'll do a little booty dance, hallelujah, stuff like that. They don't tell no history.
Exactly.
Coach Bible on Tuesday. Most important thing, the brotherhood class.
Right.
You got, you know what I'm saying, you got to serve your brothers and teachers like teach yesterday.
All right, exactly, Khan.
You got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, everything be online. You don't have nobody from IUIC. You know what I'm saying? Hoshayu, being over his door, stuff like that. And what are the Big Freedom?
Right, Khan, right.
And you had Real Hebrew. You could have stepped up and said something about some unity, stuff like that.
Exactly.
What? Psalms 133 and 1.
Exactly.
They had no real unity. All no other Israelite count.
Exactly. You know.
Right now, you were saying basically you get cheated on by the wives, you can't get high, so you can't be a homosexual.
Exactly.
Basically, that's what you said. And Thursday, Jeremy behind me, you're
right.
Gonna break it down too, like a story. Not like a little girl's gonna what is she do? It's your YouTube story time.
Right, Khan.
That's a real masculine story time. He'll break the whole chapter down.
Exactly.
And on Friday, we have another important class, Yahshua Kadah class.
Right.
Talk about the man right here.
Yahweh Yadai, him and Officer Dar. Oh yeah, they do an excellent job.
Come.
They right here on Friday. They teach you that, you know what I'm saying, you think you had like ghetto name like Shaquiqua or Shaniqua.
Right.
That actually right there on that board. That actually you can break that down on that board right there. Talk about ghetto. But you want to sit in your Christian church, you know what I'm saying, every Sunday talking about, oh man, them names are ghetto and stuff like that.
Right.
You got to tune in the Friday class with Yahweh Gadai and also Adar. It's right there. The ghetto little symbols, you think ghetto, it's right there.
Exactly.
In the Friday class, Saturday class, we give do traditions, you know what I'm saying? Blow the horn, over there to the left, pick up the strolls to the right, pour the wine in the glass right there. And y'all should with our garments.
Right.
That's what should be doing. That was a group was talking about following the laws.
Right.
If you do the commandments, shit, you're gonna live. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say something real quick.
I mean, and it's
Hey,
like, go ahead, go ahead.
you know what I'm saying? Call Uber, found this right here.
Right,
Sitting right there on the passenger side with the key. Hey, hey, I'm doing the best I can for these laws, statutes, commandments.
right.
If I don't, I don't know what happened. I'll be a drunk, probably have some AIDS and die, sleep with women. I don't know. Be at some homosexual event thinking like I'm trying to get some little lesbians there.
Right,
I might end getting killed. You know what I'm saying? You think you be at what 14 okay 14
No
where
what?
everybody get high.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That
Everybody get high.
That what is that? 420 or whatever that crap is.
420.
Right.
20. I might try to beat up, try to look at my looks at some women. I might get shot, being killed.
Right.
They were rebuked something like, you know what I'm saying? That's why we here every week, right here at the Israelite School University of Knowledge.
Right. The water for that. Hey, you know, give that brother a hand. And that is so true because everything we do is biblical and it has to do with the laws. The Most High, you know, God, He commanded us to do this. He commanded us to wear these garments, you know, with a border of blue, fringes with a border of blue. You know, all of this, you know, hey, look, wear priestly wear, warlike apparel, because we're men, you know, and man should dress like a man, you know. He gave us a law, you know, hey, keep your beard, your hair, you know, that's your lion's mane. And we're not supposed to be walking around clean shaven thinking that that you clean, that you look good. No. That is not what looks good to the Most High.
Right.
God, that is not looking good to God. Because that's not how He wants a man to walk around. He wants a man to be masculine, to look masculine, walk masculine, talk masculine, to be masculine.
Come.
You know, and everything, as Officer Napah said, everything that we doing, you know, from the beginning of the week to the end of the week, you know, the Sabbath service, you know, all the law classes, the history classes, you know, you learn your history, you know, you know, learn the history of our history right here in America, you know, how dirty and wicked they do us, even though they think they don't. You know, this Christianity really got us jacked up.
Yeah.
Because we so believing in this Christianity and following these the white Christ and all that, worshiping them, thinking that's Christ and all that, like nah. But once again, Most High in Christ for Commanding General Yohanan and ICPK.
Come.
You know, let's see how much time we got left. Time is at 8:36. Yeah, I think we got time to get into a couple more scriptures. All right, read that again.
Come, sir. The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandment of God and the law that endureth forever.
Stop right there. This is the book of the commandment of God. This is the book that endures forever, and it has endured forever. You know, even though during slavery they took it from us, you know, tried to use it against us. But thank God, once again, for brothers like Abba Bivens. Who else? Ariyah. You know, brothers like that, for teaching Commanding General Yohanan, and for Commanding General Yohanan to teach all the generals, you know, generals teaching the captains, and on, you know, so on and so forth, on down the line, you know, to keep these laws, statutes, commandments alive, to keep Israel alive. This book right here has saved so many lives. If you get in this ISUPK, you will see that. To really know why ISUPK moves the way it does, get in here and find out. Because everything we do is accordance to this Bible. It's in accordance to how God wants us to be, how he sets us up, how he set us up to be empowered, to get back into power. Yeah, and it may look like, oh man, we'll never get up out of here. It may look like, oh man, we're never going to get right. We'll never come together as a people. No. That's because you're not up in here. That's because you're not trying to get up in here. Stop letting your demons control you. Control it. Don't let it control you. You get up in here, you'll learn how to control it. You'll learn how to fight them demons. Come up in here, get some help. Look, being up in here, and you go and you get that counseling for whatever counseling you need. Oh boy, trust me, it helps. It helps a lot. To have brothers that you can talk to, men of your own people, women of your own people that understand what you're going through, because they've been going through it. They done went through it. They done done it, been there, done that. Hey, look, the healing starts with us. You come in here, get yourself healed. There's nothing wrong with following these laws, statutes, and commands. The Bible, the Christianity, they teach you that the Bible, the way I put it like this, how they teach the Bible, that you said that it's soft, that you're supposed to be soft and gentle. They got that white Christ up, it's like that pale Christ up, and everybody's soft and feminine and wearing the little girly garments and all that. Like, Christ is just so loving and, and sweet and nice. And, and the Christian pastors, they talk so soft and gentle and clean shaven and wearing the suits. They effeminize the Bible. They effeminize Christ. They effeminize God, the angels, the prophets, the priests. Every man in that Bible that's hardcore, they effeminize them.
Khan.
Go ahead. Young man Abishai, go ahead and read.
Salaki Adawan, I believe Chuba Raab, was trying to say something.
Oh, go ahead, Rod. Salaki, go ahead.
Khan, sir, what you saying is so heavy because that's when I was coming into the truth, I had to stop listening to the dramatized version of the Bible. I would listen to it with the kids and stuff,
right?
Just to add some flavor to it. But the way they made Christ sound just exactly what you're saying. The Bible say he was an austere man with a voice of many waters. But when they dramatize him, he's like, "Oh, bring the children to me." And he sounds like that super soft kind of homosexual type things. I was like, nah, we can't listen to that no more. Coming into this truth, that gotta go.
All right, Con. And you are so right. And I feel you on that because I'm sure a lot of us been there, if not all of us been there. Dealing with the Christian church. Hey, say that again. How they say, "Oh, bring the children to me.
Oh, bring the little ones to me."
Pause, right? Pause.
Big pause, Salakia.
Hey, because you know what? And you know what that sounds like, right? Don't that sound like a pedophile? Right.
Oh,
exactly.
Kind of kind. It sounds like a pedophile. You're right, sir.
Right. Like, hold on. Wait a minute. What you saying it like that for? What you mean? Why you gotta bring the children? Why you gotta say it like that to bring the children to you? What you got planned for these children? But young man Abishai, go ahead and read.
Khan. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Read that again.
Khan. All they that keep it shall come to life.
Stop right there. Right. When you read this Bible, when you read about these laws, statutes, commandments, you'll come to life. How will you come to life? Because the Most High will look out for you. He'll let you live because you're being an obedient son, an obedient child. You doing what he asked you to do. Hey, look, obey my laws. Just like growing up in your household, you gotta listen to your father, right? You gotta listen to your mother. That's your parents. Well, the Most High is our parents. God is our parent. He's our father. And to listen to his law, statute, commandments, because he'll punish you for breaking them. When you're a homosexual, what happens?
Salaki, if I may.
Go ahead.
The water, God, it's really heavy points you're bringing out, all those, sir, if I may. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this oppressor such a damn devil, and, real heavy, like what you said, they protesting saying, we want your kids. We're going to take your kids.
Right.
That's what they've been doing since Egypt, right? Instead of just taking over the country and conquering the killing people and all that stuff, they just take the kids, right? If you control the kids, you control that nation.
Right.
And I just found out I just found out a news story earlier that they trying to bring out EBT cards and food stamps for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds. So now they could choose your own sex. You could do all that. Now they're gonna give them EBT cards and little credit cards and all that. You could be a little confused. They got a life.
Wow. Right. Wow. I did not know that. Hey, the water for that. What you gonna do with giving a child their own food stamp card? And why would you want your child? Why would you give your child control of their own life to want to get a sex change and all that? Hey, look, that's not how the Most High set that up. Your parents is over you. You do as your parents say, just like we got to do as God tells us to do because he's our father. He's our parent. Follow these laws, statutes, commandments. You will come to life. He will let you live. You will live because you won't be punished. You won't be given AIDS by two men sleeping together, two women sleeping together, by doing drugs with the next person, not knowing if they could tell you that could be a partner and all that. But they ain't got to tell you that they got no disease. And you smoking right behind them, having a good old time. You could, what else? How else can you live by following these laws, statutes, commandments? Anybody? Online, conference call? By not eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. Because you know why? Because a lot of us are allergic to it. And being allergic to shrimp, crab, and lobster, hey, look, you ain't got no meds or nothing around you, and you puff up. Next thing you know, you turn them blue, black, purple, orange, green, and all types of fruit stripe colors. Next thing you know, you dead. Getting your legs cut off from diabetes. You got something to say, Napash? Go ahead.
Yeah, just like you're saying, piggyback. If you get some shrimp, crab, and lobster, and you got a shellfish, now the water's supposed to be blue, right?
Right.
You're supposed to have them animals to be in the bottom of the ocean. Make sure you keep it blue. You know what I'm saying? Keep it smelling nice around the lake, stuff like that.
Right.
You supposed to have your pig, because you want to clean the dung off your yard, stuff like that. We like to have pigs and dogs as pets and family members.
Right.
You want to have the pigs clean that up and stuff like that, and have your dogs, and they have the lady dogs, the B word.
Right.
They have puppies and they do dung around the yard and around the land, stuff like that. They're gonna eat it up behind them.
Exactly.
And they were the most high made it to do. It not made it to be at the Asian restaurant to be eaten. It ain't made it to be at Applebee's to be at what it was the delicate meat. It ain't made for the you know what I'm saying, the shrimps and crabs and lobsters.
Right.
To be taken out of the ocean and taking out Applebee's or that crash shop. You know what I'm saying? Juicy crash shops.
Right.
They ain't made for them to be eating like that.
Exactly.
That's why we dying out here, you know what I'm saying? And they making the most expensive places in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian communities.
Right.
Now, we gotta find out and get some money. Now we gotta sell some dope. We gotta rob somebody. We gotta kill somebody.
Exactly.
That's why we in the hell in the condition that we in.
Exactly. Yeah. Excellent point. And you know what? I'm so glad he brought that up about the bottom of the ocean, because you look at it, with them being the janitors of the ocean, just think of all them germs, all them diseases, all the feces that the other animals is dumping into that ocean. Not only that, but you got to look at how man is polluting the oceans. You know, they're down there cleaning all that up. You got sharks, you know, you got other fish, you know, whales and all that. You know, and they're down there cleaning all that up. Now, when you eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, you don't think that you ain't putting all that into your system? I don't care how much you season it, boil it, fry it, or whatever. You know, you still getting all them germs and diseases into your system. That's not going to stop. That's what they were made for. That's right. He gave us dietary laws of the fish that we should be eating in the ocean. Somebody said something?
So like that, the one you so right. And you know, the same way Esau has polluted the oceans, he done polluted the land and the earth. And and the pig do the same thing on the earth that the shrimp, crab, and lobsters and catfish do in the water.
Exactly.
So when you come along and you eat the pig, you know, not only is it going to run your blood pressure up, but it's going to give you who knows what other type of sicknesses and diseases is going to give you, you know, in the long run. I yield.
Exactly. You know, you never know. Like, it may not affect you now, but it might affect you down the road. In the long run, you're right about that. Because, you know, a pig, it has all types of micro insect bugs and germs and all types of stuff inside of it.
Come.
Because like you said, it eats everything and anything. You know, it's a very unclean animal. He told us not to eat that.
Come.
All right. I'm gonna get into one last scripture. Young man Abishai, pick me up at Habakkuk 1:4.
Come, sir.
You know, and as he's getting that, I'm gonna say this. You know, hey, look, God's laws is not slack. Man's laws is very slack. Man's laws, you know, it's allowing you to do wicked. But as long as you follow these laws, you'll be all right. Because, see, understand, the pale man, his laws is made for him. It's not made for you. His laws is slack because you look at it. What are you allowed to do? What are you not allowed to do? And according to his laws. And see, if he ain't getting a piece of the pie, the only reason he arrests you when you are a drug dealer is because you ain't paying him. He want to get paid too. He do. He want to get paid. Don't think he don't want to get paid. Hey, look, how much you made. I mean, then you want to get bad because, oh man, this man, he want this much, and I gotta, like, hey, look, don't do it. Simple as that. Just don't do it. Stop being wicked. Yamin Abishai,
Come on, sir.
you got that for me?
Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on. Habakkuk, chapter 1 and verse 4. Therefore, the law is slacked.
Stop right there. Therefore, the law is slack. How is the law slack? When you're not doing the laws. The laws are here to protect us. These laws, statute commandments, they're here to protect us. But they're slacked when you're not doing them. When you're not following these laws, statute commandments, they're very slack. They're very, meaningless in accordance to you, because you don't want to do them, because you don't want to fight your demons. These laws are slack because of what you don't want to do. Not in accordance to the Most High. Not in accordance to the ISUPK. The laws is excellent. But coming to you, yeah, they slack because you want to be slack. Because you want to get high. Because you want to be lazy. Because you want to be Bob Marley. Listening to Bob Marley, oh, man, y'all got to get high. Why y'all so serious? Y'all need to get high. Get high for what? What is getting high going to do for you? It takes away your ability to want to fight. You don't want to stand up for yourself. You want to go ahead, sir.
Women get high because it makes it easier for them to be a slut. But
right, Khan, exactly. It'll take that pain away from, that'll be their little escape, from the reality of what they're doing, of the wickedness that they're doing. You got something in the posh?
Yeah, where they call them, figure that, y'all saying 3 or 4 women.
Right.
They call 3 or 4 girls. They
right.
That they just get passed around a lot, and they want to feel like they will get justified for it. They want to make them feel good about themselves, about being whores, being passed around. So they try to find everything and anything to do to justify themselves to be a whore.
Exactly. And for you men, hey, look, we're supposed to be the leaders. We're supposed to be the heads.
Right.
We got to get it together. We can't be slack, because we be slack, then our women will be slack. Our children will be slacky. Our children will be slack. Our whole household as a whole will be slack. And we can't do that. We can't have that. We got to cut that out. We got to stop being slack about everything. You got to start, manning up. And Esau's laws are very, very slack. All he wants is a piece of the pie. Cut him a piece of that cake, he'll be all right. But other than that, his laws are slack. His laws, he fake and pretends like, oh yeah, we're gonna make arrests here and there, the criminal activity and all that. Only reason he's doing that because it's spilling into his neighborhoods, into his good old white bread neighborhoods. His clean cut grass and, his nice big house. He don't want his children being like you. He don't want his children being drug addicts and whores and sluts. I mean, but they're naturally like that anyway. I mean, it's in their nature anyway. They're vagabonds of the earth. They have no culture, so they steal ours. They steal other races, cultures, and all that. Their laws are no good for you, Israel. Their laws only hurt you. It doesn't really hurt them. Only reason it hurts them is because they don't want their people going against their own people. And that's the way we should be. Stop going against each other. Young man Abishai,
Come.
read that again for me.
Come. Therefore, the law is slacked.
Right, the law is slack. When we're not doing them, when we're not obeying God, our Father, when we're not obeying Commanding General Yohana, General Mahayaman, General Mayak, so on and so forth, on down to the captains, all the men above us, when we're not obeying them, or we're not doing the laws, because they're the ones teaching us the laws. When we back off, we slack up, it makes it slacks the laws up. That's why, hey, look, I don't mind if I got to be checked because I'm slacking, so be it. I'll take that. Get out your feelings and your emotions and all that. Hey, look, put that to the side. Think about your nation as a whole. We all need to be up out of here. Go ahead and read. Continue.
Come, sir. And judgment doeth never go forth.
Right. Judges will never go forth. If you ain't trying to enforce these laws, you ain't trying to be a priest, a prophet up in here in this ISUPK, where the real priests and prophets are, the judgments won't go forth because you're not going to follow the laws. You're not going to care about the laws. So you're not going to care about enforcing the laws. Because what is judgment? Judgment, a judge enforces the law. Judgment is the punishment of the law. In order to do that, you got to be on your P's and Q's. Stand on your square. Keep your head on a swivel. Hey, enforce these laws. The laws cannot be slack. Not our laws anyway. I don't care about man's laws. Man's laws can be slacked all day and night. But as long as we follow these laws, statute, commandments in this Bible, we ain't got to worry about that because we're not going to break man's laws as long as we follow these commandments. Because these commandments, these laws, statute, commandments, they're greater than man's laws anyway.
Right.
And even in man's laws, you're not supposed to kill, murder, Even in Esau's laws, hey, look, sometimes, adultery, they'll grant a man or a woman a divorce because they say it's so-called cheating. I don't see how a man cheats, but, man can have more than one wife. But, hey, that's an Esau's law. But, if you're not down in with this ISUPK and following these law, statute, commandments, the law will be slacked. Young man Abishai, go ahead, continue. Is that it?
Sir.
Go ahead.
Come, sir. For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous.
Go ahead and finish that.
Therefore, wrong judgment proceedeth.
Right. The wicked do a compass about the righteous. And you can see that even today. The righteous men of ISUPK, we're compassed. We're encompassed. We're surrounded by wickedness, wicked men, wicked women.
Right.
Hey, look, we trying to do right, trying to raise our people up. We got our own people coming up against us. We got to fight that, but we got to have compassion for them. Still love and care about them because they don't know no better because, hey, look, the conditions that we're put in, we got to fight against that. We got to keep fighting to raise our people up, to teach them. Even when they don't want to hear it, still speak about it. Still keep these law, statute, commandments. Don't let that wickedness stop you from continuing with these law, statute, commandments. Because righteousness, that's the best thing that's one of the best things that we can have, to be righteous in the eyes of the Most High.
Come.
When Christ returns, hey, you want to be right. Other than brotherhood, the safety and numbers of, of our people, of our, hey, look, we got the men to protect Israel. And read that again for me.
Come, sir. Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. Therefore, the law is slacked, and judgment doeth never go forth. For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous. Therefore, wrong judgment proceedeth.
Right. When you don't know the law, statute, commandments, and you teaching the wrong thing, because you got wickedness, the Christian churches,
right,
and all this Kemet and all these Muslims and all that, we got all that surrounding us. And they don't know our laws. They don't know these law, statute, commandments in this Bible, our law, statute, commandments in this Bible. And those brothers and sisters that's in these other religions, getting down with all these other religions, they don't know it.
Right.
And when they do try to know it, hey, look, the wrong judgment. You can get punished for the wrong thing. Hey, look, they don't like us because we speak the truth, because we wearing the clothes that the Most High, had commanded us to do, warlike apparel.
Come.
Fringes with the border of blue.
To
keep our beards. To rock our braids, beards, boots. All that.
Right.
Because we can have more than one woman.
Right.
They want to punish us and wrongfully judge us because we say, hey, look, you can have more than one woman because we don't want to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. You got something to add on, Napash?
No, I was saying something about we say we got to forgive ourselves. Black space never made American Indians.
Right.
Well, Matthew 18:21, 22, I'm going to read it. Then Peter came to him saying, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me?
Right.
And I forgive him 7 times. So we got, we got to forgive our brothers. That's why we're out here on street corners every Friday, every Saturday.
Right.
We out here forgiving our brothers. We know we had some stuff got wrong done to him, and just like the brother Titus from IUIC.
Right.
What Hosea did to him, and he had Moses to lie for Hosea.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He still had real brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? In verse 22, Jesus said unto him, I say unto thee, until 7 times, but unto 7 times, 70 times 7.
Right.
A lot. You know what I'm saying? That's what Christ came down here to do.
Right.
Give that forgiveness 70 times 7. That's the law.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here real late. Well, what I said last night. You know what I'm saying, bro? Trying to walk up, maybe trying to talk to the pastor.
Right.
About sleep with his wife. But that pastor didn't do one time to forgive him. He supposed to go on one time.
Man, that don't make no sense. Yeah, you got to forgive. That's a law. That's another law. Hey, you got to forgive your brother. You can't be angry towards your brother, especially for no reason, especially for a foolish reason.
Right.
I mean, that right there was straight foolishness. Does anybody have any comments, questions? Anybody on the conference call? Any comments, questions? Con. Anybody online? Comments, questions? All right. Then with that, I end the class and I pass it over to the mighty priest. Yahweh, you die.
Shalom, Israel. We are the ISUPK start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry ties, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 to 21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, my Ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund is a free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation is the Memorial Blowing of Trumpet. That's September the 15th. That's Friday evening. Walk in, check the bulletin board in the hallway. Google the address when you come to the school. Any man wants to be a troop in the school, start wearing all black. That's boots, headband, shirt, pants, and scarf. With that, many Israel, Michael Shabbat, Michael, Barak,
Yeah,
what we just said, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Salak, may the Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Yad Matar, Sarmi's turn. We got sisters online. We're going to salute the sister, men of Israel. Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, what we just said, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Y'all, Matar means hands down, class dismissed.
For so long you've been sighing and crying, begging for justice, and here the Lord is bringing you justice right here to your streets.
City eyes.